So, yeah, this is what is happening, but this is the emerging opportunity. I remember years back, I was issuers. I was into clients were not coming that way, so I didn't know what was happening until one day, one of my clients came to me. After a long while, he came to me. There was a particular shirt, a design. So I called his name. I said, what happened? Is it that you guys are not wearing, this and that again? He said, no, that actually that we are making, and we're telling them it's 3,000 for 4,000, that they are getting a 1.5. I'm sorry, let me use the right, for lack of a better word, I almost died. I knew I'm off. I knew I'm out of business. So I was just looking at him. I don't know if I should tell him, oh yeah, bring the 1.5, let me. I don't know what to say. I was weak. He said, that is some of his shirts, some of his special clothes, that I want to make. He said, there's no special charge in case you think of something else to do. That was what he told me. So I sat down, I got to office, I was just looking at myself, looking at the machines. I said, this business is awful. So the next thing I started asking myself was, okay, can I go into traditional wears? But then there was no much senators then. Can I go into native ways? And then at the same time, I was asking myself, how many people and what have you? So that to me was a big current reality, current economic reality. So look out for the opportunity. But the opportunities were coming, but I wasn't seeing it. I didn't see it that time. Opportunities were coming, especially in traditional ways, where we are having these economic issues, or maybe you are noticing a decline in your business. There is something you must do. Please, I want to say this. Develop a resilient business strategy. Something that you must use, you must work on it until it starts working. Develop 1, develop 2, develop 3, all right? During uncertainties in business, all right? Develop a strategy. A strategy may be as simple as, I will do aggressive marketing. I will market to like 20 people in a day. Every day, my marketing must reach out to 20 people, physical. And then online, I must do it like this, I must do it like that. And stay committed. Develop something that you will not blink your eyes in doing it. You must do it. You must do it because the result it has the capacity to produce. Every day since we started advertising our leadership economic summit, especially the closed door session, every day that I share my posts in my communities and what have you, I realize that somebody must register. Somebody must subscribe. I'm not saying I just put it up on my Facebook. No. I have more than almost some communities. And they are hearing from me every day, every day. A few days ago, I made a call. Somebody needed something. I called Reverend Dr. Ugochime. He was in Abuja. I didn't know he was in Abuja. I called him. Immediately I called him. The first thing he said, Casey, I'm proud of you. I kept quiet. I didn't say anything. I said, what's this, man? He said, I'm seeing your post. So constructive, so detailed. I love your work. He said, I've told you, anything you want, don't hesitate to call me, whether in the night or in the day. I'm here for you. I'm super proud of you. I love what you're doing, Casey. That he talks fast. I was shocked. And the next thing he said, so what do you want me to do for you now? Tell me, just tell me. I said, which kind? Open check. Should I change why I called him? And tell him, sir, please, can you give me 10 houses? All right, at discounted rate. Let me see how I can sell it. I'm being honest with you. So once we were done with that conversation, I told him why I called him. He said, okay, I'll be back on the 18th. I'll come into Enugu briefly, and I'll go back to Abuja. We're having international housing show. He said, Casey, but you're supposed to be coming for this international housing show. I said, yeah, I'm not aware of this year's edition. It's okay. I'll let you know for next year's edition. We were just talking. I kept quiet. I was just looking at him. There's a way you develop resilient and you are doing what you are doing. People will be looking. They may not say anything. But your strategy that you have developed, that you have added resilience to it, it has a way of creating a way for you. I never knew that a man of that magnitude has been observing me, because I usually share it in our Redan group. I usually share it every morning. As you are waking up, I'm the first person you will see there. As you are waking up, I share it in my estate. As you wake, I share it in some prime groups. I share it there. You can look at what I'm bringing and what I'm saying. You say, this guy, what? Next. Build a strong system that improves execution and productivity. Build a very strong system. Build a system. It's not going to revolve around you, but the system will also checkmate you. You know, Nia Desanya said, if you want to succeed, you must subject yourself to the system you have created. You are the one that created the system, but you subject yourself to that system. I subject myself to the system in this church. There's a system. I subject myself. There is no mentality of is the lead pastor. I subject myself to the system. You must subject yourself to the system. So build a system that improves. Please underline the word productivity. So whatever that is the level of your productivity in January, to increase productivity and execution with speed. Build a system around it. Because you don't have time. You don't have time. Before you say, we are in August. Before you know what is happening, we're in November. And you start running helter-skelter. So what is system? Each time I talk about system, I always tell people, this is the acronym: save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. It's an acronym. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. While I was talking to us this morning briefly about Elias, one of the things that was so strong in my heart is, we have a marketing team in the professional setting. We call it marketing team. Maybe in the church we call them evangelism team. Maybe checkmate the target. Let the system is not for anything. It's just to improve productivity and execution. Let the system checkmate targets. Don't do anything when you are building a system without a target. Don't do anything without a target. What's our target? Our target basically was, okay, we're targeting so number of people to be in attendance for LES general session. We have another target for people to be in LES for closed door session. But what's the approach? Every day, not some days, online, on site, every day. I have letters in my car. Every day. As I'm driving, yesterday I was with Afia TV, the owner of Afia TV, Chief Mba. Chief, which is it, Chimba, whatever, I have forgotten. Chief Emeka Mba. So, while he was there, he was listening to my session. My session didn't last more than 20, 30 minutes. And I was done because I have a place. I went to the second place. I finished speaking. I told them I have that with me. I said, Lawrence, he was going through it, brought out the brochure, brought out the flyer, brought out the letter. The next thing, he looked at me. He said, Doc, you have my number? I said, yes. He said, let's talk about this. Can we meet in my office? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it in terms of partnership. Afia team. So, be aggressive. It's a resilient strategy that fosters execution. So for me, it's not I'll come to office and carry, I'll pack it. I have it. I am ready. So your product, how are you marketing it? How is your marketing team? How are you pushing out what you are doing? Execution and in productivity. Let me say this. Nigerian economy has scattered the brain of economists. You see this economy? They can't predict where the economy is going to. in the next 10 years. No prediction again. Nigerian economy has made economists look as if they don't know what they studied in school. Oh, you don't know. But I want to tell you what you will do. Personal economy is what people are running with in our country. And personal economies, they are growing bigger than whatever projection we have. If I ask you to project Nigerian economy in the next 10 years, if you want to be truthful to yourself, you're going to see a very terrible indices. In fact, it will be so scary that you want to leave Nigeria. But in the mix of what does not look like a good economy, people are thriving. So it is now more personal. All right? So project a 6-month income, project 1-year income, project 2-year income, and then ask yourself a very simple question. What must, I didn't say what must I do to arrive at this place? We want to have a turnover of about 1 billion in the next 6 months. It's so audacious. What are the resilient strategy that I must develop? Something I must be doing every day to arrive here. That's the kind of strategies that you will start looking at. So I'm not benchmarking it at Nigerian economy. I'm benchmarking it at your... He said to me, the next 5 years, there's no fun, there's no love. I'm going to face my children. They are young. I'm not saying I will not remarry. But in the next 5 years, I'm devoting my time to become a multi-billionaire, because all my attention, my emotion, my drive is in work. There is no language you hear from me again, Dr. Casey, except to walk, walk, walk. So while he was saying that, we had a meeting in his office. I went to his office. He has scheduled the first meeting, the biggest real estate company in Enugu, again to give me update, because me too, I'm working towards that. He said this and this and this, but this is that clause, because I'm waiting for you. If that clause is not cracked, the business will not work, the model will not work. It's going to favor them big time. It will not favor, So I said, so how do we crack it? I said, and the only question is, Casey, how many units can you do? I said, if you can give me 50, if you can give me 100, it's 40s, 50s of million. Now, let me tell you the secret. What you want to make, find out the key thing that if you get it, it will give you the answer without you spending so much. What you want to make, the amount of money you want to make, the things you want to do in this second half, just find a way to discover the key thing. I usually tell people my key performance indices, my KPI. I'm just saying it, not that my KPI is in terms of target, but my KPI in terms of my performance revolves around marketing. With strong marketing skills, irresistible marketing skills, I can bring in any money. Strong one. When I mean strong marketing skills, not all this that I've posted it on social media, I've done, you're joking. There are trainings, there are things, there are parts where you enter, you'll be asking yourself, how did I enter here? I can tell you this for free, because most of us are too comfortable, not too relaxed, and then nothing. God bless you. Nobody, all you need to do, there's no company you cannot walk into and tell them you want to be a freelancer. What they need is result. There's no place you can't walk in and tell them, I want to market your product, I want to market your properties, I want to market oil and gas, I want to market insurance policy, I just want to market. I was teaching them yesterday. I said, young people, you are wasting your time on social media. Learn digital marketing skills on a Pro Max level, and you sit in the comfort of your homes, and you'll be marketing for multi-billion industries, and they'll be giving you a commission. You're wasting your precious time. Yeah, in fact, the way you're behaving in the next 10 years, you'll still be like this. You're wasting your precious powerful that will change your life. Now, if you are not good in online marketing, why don't you learn about on-site marketing? Dress up every day, deck yourself, and market for organization. Must you own a company to be rich? Must you own an organization to be rich? Why don't you find a way and affiliate? Approach. Number one, there's what we call sales acceleration. There's what we call customers retention. I will explain it. There's what we call strategic partnership. When we talk about sales acceleration, we're talking about result, getting more result. I'm using the term sales because most of us are into one or two things. What number are you now? What number do you want to get to? Review your current number in terms of whatever you are doing, your productivity. Review your current number in terms of your income. I have to say this now. Miracle is not a good strategy. Miracle is not a good strategy. God principles. Miracles are not good strategies. I think we should start singing the song.